Too many people think they fucking know me. My Georgie double when I cup a OZ. My Papa Oxy, not fucking OZ. Tony.
Hey, what's up? And we're back. It's another wonderful episode of Around the Corner. I'm Ethan Doors, at your mom's favorite son.
David Blaine,
GeezGuala, Thug Rubbin, out the oven.
Why don't you have any tracks on your SoundCloud?
I do have tracks on my SoundCloud, but the original SoundCloud I got locked out of. Actually, we were supposed to originally drop Trendy Pete, the song Trendy Pete, on my profile. And I told Steven, I was like, nah, man, I don't want to do it because I don't know my password. And he's like, oh, just try it. And then I tried to log back in, and of course I didn't know my password. And I was like, all right. And he's like, fuck. So when I tried to drop Trendy Pete, that's when I got locked out of my fucking original SoundCloud.
Damn.
So what's your new username?
The new one's GeezGuala, one word. So it used to be GeezGuala,
yeah.
But now there's no space. And then with moving forward too, like when it came to like uploading it to DistroKid and putting it on all platforms, I made it one word.
Can't you like talk to the people, like the customer service people, to get that shit back though?
To get what back?
The original
SoundCloud? Maybe. I didn't try it. I mean, I just try to keep moving forward because now it's like I have 144, which I still find it like it keeps growing and growing, and people keep following the wrong one, which sucks. But long story short, I'm at 78 for my old one. I mean, on my new one, and my old one's 144. I mean, hopefully, maybe this video will redirect some people to the new one. But
if you're not following already,
yeah.
This is Feng Shui TV, and every time. Oh, also, why is that? Every time we post anything with you, it gets way more views.
Does it?
Yeah, like a lot.
Maybe because
Is it Texas?
No, I don't know. I like talking, so people are like, "Oh, what's Ryan got to say?"
I guess, and you just make good shit.
Yeah, I say fun stories. Yeah.
So, like, what about Texas? Why do you have such an affinity for Texas?
Whenever I went to Cordley in Lawrence till second grade, and then I abruptly moved to Garland, Texas, with my mom until about my freshman year of high school. And like in the summertime, she would still be in Dallas, and then I would go to school in McLouth, and that's how you saw me. But I would go in the summertime, Jeff Coe. But in the summertime, I'd go back down and see my mom. But yeah, I used to live in Texas for the longest time, but with no really establishment of my mom and kind of bouncing around everywhere. I didn't really have any like childhood friends. I was really just kind of clicked up with my mom when I was down there.
Do you ever go back to, you said it was Garland?
Nah, yeah, Garland, that's where I first moved, but like if I really to have any established friends would be Mesquite, which is a crazy story about that because when we went down to Texas, I messaged my homie, Jacob Hollett, and he was like, I was like, hey man, I'm coming down and, let's link up and he's like, yeah, man, I haven't seen you since fucking elementary school. And I was like, yeah, let's do this. And then, long story short, I go down there, and it was about the 18th. It was like a couple days after my birthday. And I messaged him on like the 20th or something like that. But long story short, he got killed on the 18th of June when we were down there. Whoa, and he died. Somebody robbed him and killed him over some weed. And it's actually on the news, like, you can look up is like the person who killed him, his dad was an old linebacker for the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, so like privileged kid didn't have to kill anybody.
How does that shit even happen, bro?
Horrible, but dude, crazy lineup. So I thought he just fucking, what was this kid? It was not.
It is a joke.
Yeah.
But he probably played some football.
But with that being said, fucking, I thought he just stood me up, but he actually died down there. So like, with that being said, yeah.
God, that's kind of hilarious. I thought he stood me up. I was like, bro, I'm down here.
What's up? He died.
No, it was pretty shitty situation because I was going through my followers and then I noticed I was like, oh, he stood me up. Like I still follow him and. I went to it and I just saw all these new comments. It was just like RIP, RIP, and I just started looking it up and it was just flooding through. I was like, "Yo, he died on the 18th." Like I was messaging him like,
yeah, that's so wild.
That's crazy. So like, it took me a year later to find out he died. Like the days we were down there though, but it was crazy. So but going down to Texas and stuff, I always kind of like I don't know. A lot of, in those years, you learn, interaction with other kids and growing up. And, that's why I'm very loud and talkative, not only just because of my ADHD, but that's just some Texas shit. Just being about, being yourself and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So, and that's what I always kind of thought Texas was cool, too, because, like, everyone's talk shit. Oh, I'm from Kansas, and da-da-da. Like, a motherfucker down there is like, I'm from Texas, bro. And I don't know, it's just like a fucking, like, if you have, like, some state pride behind it, who knows what you could get accomplished, honestly. Like, if you really give a fuck about your state and really get down, you can make Kansas fucking dope. It's an ideological, it's an ideal thing.
I mean, but, like, I guess if, for those people who are like, Texas, there's, like, a fuck ton more people in Texas. So it's kind of like, if you say like I got Texas on my back, that's like 10 million people. If you say I got Kansas on my back, it's like 3 million maybe.
What's crazy about Kansas is like Texas ran off with Kansas swag. Like the original cowboys are all like Kansas. Like modern handcuffs were invented in Kansas. Like all the stockyards, what would be all the cattle from around here would go down to Fort Worth and just accommodate to cowboys, and it wasn't even really a cowboy place.
What's the fucking railroad from fucking Abilene to Abilene?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Okay, what do you think the population of Kansas is? You said 3 million. What do you think?
3.2, I think, if I'm going to be specific.
Well, I couldn't tell you, just to the sole fact that it always astonishes me every time that Wichita is the biggest city in Kansas.
I don't think so anymore.
It's not?
Oh, hell no. That shit.
I thought Wichita was the biggest city in Kansas.
For sure, it was when I was in high school.
What is it now?
I think like KCK.
I could.
I think, or like over
2.95 million.
Ooh.
Texas, 29 million.
29. You know
Damn.
what's a gross Census Bureau thing that came out for the 2020 census? Statistically, 200 people a day move into Houston, Texas.
Astro World.
Then in the herd.
But no,
what do you think about all that shit?
Oh, the Astro World stuff?
Especially as a Texan.
It was in his hometown. Like, long story short, like, I don't really have a comment, but he could have done. I mean, no one could have predicted of what happened, and it just sucks. Unfortunate.
Yeah. But who's to blame? If you're gonna put it on one or two people.
I don't know. There's this new fucking case. Well, not new case, but about that 9-year-old kid.
Yeah.
It brings a 9-year-old to a festival, my guy.
If you see Travis Scott on fucking Fortnite, though, and then you're like, oh, sick, I'm going to go get sicko mode. And you're not
true.
expecting...
Travis Scott is very commercialized for kids.
Yeah, the fucking McDonald's bullshit, you know?
Hey,
all the
Travie Patties slapped. Let's get off the Travie Patty wave now.
I think we talked about this last time.
Yeah, I think it's Fauci's fault.
It is Fauci's fault.
Always.
Free the children.
Mills, you got me on here with some fucking QAnon people. Help me, Jesus.
We're trying to get you to come to the next meeting.
Dude, just open your mind. Open your eyes.
Yeah, open your eyes.
That bitch Hillary! Jail him.
Trump is still president.
But
This Lane Maxwell case, you guys gonna follow it?
Dude, I haven't looked at anything, but
Didn't
I
it
want
start
to.
this last weekend?
Yeah, it just had their first trial.
You following it?
You know, one of those things where, like, no matter what, there's nothing you can fucking do about it.
Life.
It's just like, she gets convicted or whatever the fuck happens, there's nothing I can fucking do about it, and it's like, it's just a bend over and take it at this point. It's just like, what can you fucking do? It's an ugly truth.
I mean, yeah, it's the first day, and like the CEO of Walmart, CEO of Twitter, and CEO of what else was it? There's one other one. They fucking stepped down this same day.
As the case started.
Yeah,
that's pretty crazy. Didn't a bunch of CEOs step down as soon as coronavirus was happening? Like back in 2019. I mean, CEO of Disney.
Oh yeah, that too.
A bunch of people stepped down.
Yeah, dude.
Conspiracy.
Do you think a lot of fucking super rich billionaires went to that island and fucked some children?
There's flight logs.
Yeah.
Get me off this.
What's your opinion, bro?
I thought we were talking about the concert.
We have a lot of time to fill, brother.
Honestly, on that whole situation about the elites, like I said, there's always going to be some weird shit that's going on. So at the end of the day, fucking, it's
Do you support it?
No, I don't support it. It's just fucking. It's just weird. I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just like you could sit there and talk about it till I'm fucking blue. Like, what can really happen at this point?
So
am I going to go storm the Capitol? I'm going to go do this and do that. Like, no, that's
Last
fucking...
time was a long trip for me. I can't do it again.
Arrest this man.
Yeah. Where were you January 6th?
Where were you?
I just told you.
But, yeah, fucking, it's just one of those things. I could talk till I'm blue about it. There's nothing you can really fucking do about it. It's just the powers that be.
Right. No, that's understandable, but you can kind of, brush off anything in life with that, No,
I get it.
Any situation in life, you can be like, well, it's just life, and it's going to come as it comes, and what can you really do about it?
Yeah.
What do you feel about this Kyle Rittenhouse verdict? Both of you.
What do I think about it?
Yeah.
I think that if you're 17 and you have a gun, you shouldn't be having a gun. The end. And, you got hired or whatever as a third party, whatever the hell, to go protect some fucking car lot what's out of fucking 3 hours away. It's just like, honestly, you know how many motherfuckers buy a gun and just stare at it and be like, I just want to use this thing? Surprisingly a lot. Yeah. And a motherfucker just sat there and got his gun, and he just saw, oh, there's a riot, I get to use my gun. And that's where you came out. Now, yeah, you might have picked up this little third party, oh, I have a justification but at the end of the day, do you really, unless it's your family business or whatever, do you really care about?
No, there's no way he's just out there looking for.
Was he getting paid for it?
I don't think so.
Then
that's a good question.
No,
Did you guys see his Instagram handle?
No.
I could be wrong, and I'm gonna Google it after I say it, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 doors more whores.
No, that's his TikTok.
That's pretty lit.
That is pretty tight. Do you think he should have been acquitted?
Jesus.
I'm done.
He's tapping out.
But anyway, so GeezGuala.
Yeah.
Just dropped that little 3-piece.
Did you like it?
Dude, I loved it.
Thank you.
Especially with the visualizer.
Yeah. Drippy Denton did his thing.
Yeah, so like, how did you have a whole lot of input on the clips in that thing?
Yeah. So like the first one, there's a lot of clips of the 1991 AFC Championship or divisional round versus the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Oilers. There was a couple Joe Montana picks in there, and then there was this old indie film from the 40s made in Kansas City. I forget what it was called, but he found this. He has this software where he could find all these clips in different servers and stuff like that. And then there was a bunch of sci-fi. I had told him to do Jason X because of a funny story about Dalton and Jason X. Yeah, R.I.P. But with that being said, fucking the second one though, the Man on the Mission one, I didn't have any discretion. That was all Mason, the Lo-Fi Kumo, the one who made all the beats. That was actually him and Drippy Denton sat down and directed that one. And then July was just like, he just sent me a clip of some claymation shit, and I was like, just use it. And I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And then it was just more of just like, just feel loose. The one what I really buckled down on was the first visualizer. The other two was, Mason, and then the other one was, I told Drippy just to have some fun.
Right.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, I don't know if I dropped it correctly though, because like I think I should have dropped the visualizer first before I dropped the tape, because it kind of died a lot of things down, but it's all right. Yeah,
longevity.
Yeah,
use
exactly.
over time, content. That's all it really is. That's the name of the game, is having constant content.
Yeah. I got it on all platforms now, so check that out.
Yeah, you look up GeezGuala. It's the fucking first thing, I'm pretty sure.
It's the guava fruit on there, GeezGuala. I appreciate Mason and Drippy, because, like, I didn't, it's been a shitty year. You guys all know that, at least for me. But with that being said, I just was super unmotivated. And then when I went down to, Guap Mania and stuff like that, seeing Mason and stuff, I was like, let's make some music again. So shout out to Mason and shout out to Drippy, because on top of making those 3 little songs and being super unmotivated to even make music, like, Drippy took it from here to here with that visualizer. So I appreciate you guys.
How was Guapmania for you?
Guapmania was really good. I saw everybody that I wanted to see. I got a picture with Mizzle. I got a fucking, I saw everybody. Guap Mizzle stopped in the middle of his set and came over to me and Kenyon and fucking was like, hey, I really appreciate you guys coming out.
That's
like,
fucking tight.
and that fucking meant the world to me. So, like, and then we fucking met Eddie Hahn. I didn't even tell anybody these people that I rapped, and then when Drippy didn't, and then fucking, and Daily Ooze, like, posted the Bapkins music video after I got done, they're like, oh, I didn't even know that dude rapped. This shit's cool. So I got actually a lot of good buzz from like the local the local group down there, because I actually like was just like straight talking to him, because the first time I Guap Mania 2 I was so starstruck. I was like, oh my god, there he is. The second time I was like, hey, you remember me from last time? He's like, yeah, dude, you're the dude who came all the way from fucking Kansas City to come see us. So like, yeah I remember you. So,
how far is the drive there?
To Dallas, about like illegally 7.5 hours, legally about 8 to 9 hours.
Okay, it's kind of like a Denver trip.
Yeah, no, it's exactly like a Denver trip.
Not
Same
terrible.
amount of distance, longevity. You're just tired. At
A
the
lot
end of
more
the day.
fucking boring road.
Denver is horrible because the trip down to I-35 South is kind of cool because of course you get the Flint Hills. So the Flint Hills is like, oh, that's cool. Especially like if you catch it like in the morning, you get that fucking nice thick fog over the hills. It's so gas. Yeah. So you fucking hit the Flint Hills, and then after you hit the Flint Hills, you get bored as fuck again. But then once you hit like Oklahoma City-ish, that's when it's just like a flash, because you got Oklahoma City, it's just all fucking straight. Norman, Oklahoma's after that, so OU, you get to see like fucking another college city, and then down there's this crazy rock fucking hill place, and then after that is this huge fucking casino on the border of fucking the Red River, and it's fucking has like all the fucking like the Eiffel Tower, Big Ben, all that shit is just right there. And then fucking the first thing that you get when you cross the Red River into Texas is a adult video store. Yeah.
Oh.
Just as God intended.
And I'm telling you,
So how
man.
much did you spend there?
I can't tell you. Yeah.
Do you think people are like
Maxed out credit cards.
going over the border to like
It makes
smuggle?
Probably, because
Gotta be-
what's weird.
There's no taxes in Texas.
I don't know about. I know they had a tax-free weekend whenever I had like back to school. They had like a tax-free weekend thing going on. But I'll tell you this: like Oklahoma's weird because of course now they have medicinal and we don't have medicinal because we suck. But yeah, get with the times, guys. But on the opposite end, you see. Well, long story short, tattooing was like illegal. It was like the last state to legalize tattooing was fucking Oklahoma and shit like that.
Oh, it's
Them in
crazy.
New York
Yeah.
for some fucking reason.
And with that being said, fucking, so maybe they couldn't have porn there, and then they had it in Texas, and they're like, all right, you can get it in Texas right there. So it was probably some fucking loophole gag. But what cracks me up and it feels like entrapment is if you're going fucking 35 north from Texas, the first thing is in Oklahoma is a fucking weed, medicinal fucking weed store right there. So if you're in Oklahoma and you live right there, it just feels like you could go right there and then you just cross into Texas right there. Like, and there's no exit from there, where it just feels like you could fuck around and accidentally go to Texas and just break the law right
Dude,
then and there.
with Missouri having medicinal, why is there not a dispensary right on state line? And they just copy.
They have one kind of like by Rainbow Road.
Yeah, it's hella close.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
fucking Southwest Boulevard.
Yeah.
With medicinal, do you is it per state? Like, if you have a medicinal card, can you only get it in that certain state you
And
live
it's
in?
not, and if it's in like a not, I don't think you can travel either with you can't have a Colorado weed card and then go to fucking Missouri and have, and it's
Right.
not
No.
recognized.
I see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure they won't really give a fuck.
No, but you could always meet an asshole.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is true.
You can be African American, and they will fuck you.
It's true.
Luckily, we're all white.
But no, man, fucking Texas was cool though. I had a really good time. I appreciate every time going down to Texas.
So is Guapmania every year, right?
Yeah, it tries to be, but I heard this year that they're not doing a Guapmania. It would be 4. They're not doing a Guapmania 4. They're calling it something else, and I forget what I think it's going to be like a festival. They're trying to call it. They're taking. There's not going to be wrestling. They're not, because I think Ooze is doing his own thing. I'm not going to speak for him, but with GWC and stuff like that, there's just been a bunch of other. They just had fucking West Side Gun. Ooze just threw a show with West Side Gun on the 28th.
God.
Yeah, and he just performed down there. So I mean, like, long story short, like, I just feel like they're just splitting off from that, just doing their own things. But you never know.
Divide and conquer.
If it's not the same Guapmania, are you still gonna attend?
Yeah, so like I've always said, like, I'll probably go around just one big show. Like, of course I'm not going to go if he's like opening up for somebody or something, but if he's like it's like that, or like they have another thing called Guap Dead Sesh, and that's with Brain Dead and fucking and Guapmania, not Guapmania, but 500 Guap Gang, and Brain Dead's like Token Potent and Brain Dead Vic. So like I fuck with their music heavy, and they always get down to and have fun. Just two homie groups getting together and making some fun vibe music.
Going fucking hard.
Yeah.
So when's your next show?
Our next show is going to be January 8th, and we got the brand new venue at 1235 venue.
Oh hey, as we've been talking about, the Feng Shui Farmers Market is January 8th. That is Saturday. Tickets are on sale right now. They're in the description on Eventbrite. You can use promo code for 25% off. The sale goes to Christmas, so get them while they're hot.
Yeah! That was fire. That's what it's called. Really? Venue 1235.
What the fuck?
And the address is 1235 North 3rd Street.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Look it up.
But it's a brand new venue. We're going to be the first rap show in that motherfucker. So that's going to be cool. There's going to be crazy lights, and we're going to have a swap meet. And there's going to be a whole bunch of anybody who makes clothes or makes any kind of art in general, bracelets, fucking paint, anything that you would like to flip or sell, contact us, and we would like to get you in there, because it's just a haven of traffic and people ready to spend money and ready to collect local art and listen to local art.
Do a live show.
That'd be gangster.
We're gonna try to do a live show.
We'll figure it out.
Facebook Live.
You should get like a little fucking like a on the streets thing.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool. Yeah.
Be like, what did you buy? What t-shirt you just buy?
Yeah.
About Kyle Rittenhouse.
Channel 43. Is it true? Are the allegations true? But yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good show. We got Feng Shui, Ambition Deficiency, Dead Prince, but now they go by Dice Rollers, which I like the name Dice Rollers. There's a whole concept, just taking the chance on things. Long story short, that's consists of fucking Brother Ali, KD, and Franchise. They're going to be performing. We got Coops. We got AO November. We got who else do we got? Not Guap Sani, but he.
AO takes perks, something like that.
Credo Perks. I'm sorry. Correct me in person. He can
correct me.
He can correct me in person, and that's not like a diss or anything. I just need to hear it out loud, and I won't fucking forget it.
Dirty 30.
Yeah, but yeah, we got some good artists. It's gonna be cool. I'm very excited. We're putting our all into this one, and it's probably going to be the last time I perform for a little bit.
Why is that?
Just I don't know. I just want to make things like few and special, and like long story short, like I just the next time I would do a show would just be like more of like another headlining like we're doing right now. Like I don't want to. I'm not really if somebody big's coming to town, maybe I might do it, but really I'm not gonna try to sell another ticket for a while.
Right.
Yeah.
You've been putting out some fucking work this year.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to take a backseat on things too. Just now I got a house for myself finally, and
what's your address?
I got a house for myself finally. So, the long story short, I'm just kind of learning how to be an adult right now and doing some shit like that.
Are you gonna put a recording studio in your place?
Oh yeah, that's a given.
Gotta.
I want to be dropping some. I'll still drop music and stuff, and don't just. It's not gonna be like that, but yeah, like performing wise, I'm just going to take a little bit of a break for that.
Look out for the saturation on the SoundCloud, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna have fun. But this show, I'm thinking about doing some crazy shit. And when I say some crazy shit, as in like, long story short, fucking, I might be on some GeezGuala shit. I might shave my fucking head on fucking stage. I might cut myself on stage. I might do something, but it's going to be a conversation piece for the next day. That's all I gotta say.
I'm there for it.
Yeah.
Lawrence Journal World will have a think piece on it.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, it'll be cool.
That'd be tight.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it, man.
Yeah.
I'll do a backflip.
Do a backflip?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, to start the beat.
Dude, yeah, just
That'd be
fucking...
hard. Bam, and then start the beat.
Let's do it. If it's
That'd be
tall
hard.
enough, I'm pretty tall. So, like, it's got to be tall enough for me to jump.
Did I ever tell you about my Hobson story?
No.
Now, 2012 Funk Volume Tour. The motherfucker called 3 people on stage, and one of them was me, and I rapped on stage with Hobson. And,
How old are you? Like 14?
14, yeah. Yeah, I was 14. And long story short, he's the one who taught me how to hold a mic. He put his arm around me. He's like, you got to hold it like this. You can't hold it like this or they can't hear you. And then fucking ever since then, like, that's who I like kind of look up to, and like always did the cadence of like rocking a mic and like rocking shows and shit like that. Was he's the one who taught me how to grip a mic, so that was pretty cool.
That's so sick.
That is pretty dope. Is there any video or anything?
Yeah, there is
in the
video.
crowd? Let's go.
3MC's Granada. I actually 8 miled. So back then, he's like, hey, I need 3 people on stage, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, fuck it. And he like picked me, and I was like, me, and he's like, yeah, you get up here. And I was like, okay. He had 3 people up there, and then he was like, all right, you guys are rapping, and you're going first. And he pointed at me. I was like, fuck.
That's a lot of pressure.
And I was just like, I got it. I had this one rap. What's actually on the Richard EP, and it's the Call Me song with L.Y.'s. Me and him wrote it like a week before I went on stage and shit like that. So I rapped that, and everyone was like, oh my god, you fucking rapped. And then he was like, and then I got more yells and everything. Like, everybody in the crowd was like, oh, I know you got more yells, but they were just trying to continue the show.
Right.
And he had me rap battle this other dude, and he was like, who goes first? And I was like, he can go first, because I don't have any fucking thing. And I was hoping he choked. He was doing so bad, but long story short, he just fucking, it was my turn, and the beat rocked, and I was like, all right, I ain't even going to embarrass myself. It's a sold out crowd at the fucking Granada. I ain't even going to embarrass myself. So it was like a damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm not going to sit there and just try to rap something and have nothing to fucking come out and just look stupid, or I'm just going to eat the fucking L right then and there. And that's what I did. I just handed the mic, and it was just like some 8 Mile shit. Like, I Papa Doc'd it. Handed him the fucking mic. I had nothing to say. And that was the biggest pride eater. And that was actually what set the tone for me when it comes to, I don't know, it was like a fight or flight moment after that, because I didn't really I fled, but now when I go on to stages, I never wanted to have that feeling again, and it's always fight. So I'm always like kind of fucking trying to take control of the situation. I hate when I'm still on the stage. Like, I got to do something to keep people engaged. I don't want to get booed off of a stage again. That shit sucked. It really did, especially that being your first fucking time and in front of people you looked up to. I paid money to come see these motherfuckers. Like, like, that shit sucks, dude. Like, so, long story short, that was like a big motivator of like how I fucking perform and shit like that, was the fucking Hobson concert in 2012.
So did you ever like practice like stage presence in your room and shit? Or
I have a couple times, not like after the concert or anything, but like I practiced a couple times. But like, the bad thing about it is like, I get so overtly fucking excited when I get on stage that I just start screaming when you really don't need to scream. There's really, like, people who scream and just start getting fucking, just start screaming just to get the crowd hyper. like, yeah, it might, but really it's not a good experience. And that's from, I look at it when I kind of watch videos of me performing, and I'm like, that didn't sound right. In my head, I'm like, I'm just getting hype and everybody's led, but really you can't understand a fucking word I'm saying.
Right.
And it's not
all blown out.
Yeah, and it's all blown out the speakers, and I just need to sit there, stop getting excited, and just rap my shit.
Breathe.
Go in, kill it like that, and then I get hype. Not just come in, oh my god, just like that shit's just not. You gotta. It's like sex. You just kind of.
You gotta feel it out. You gotta lube it up and feel it out, or else you'll hurt her.
Yeah.
Her. Whoa.
Him.
Them.
Sponsored by Life Water. Fish pissed in this, and then osmosis or whatever scientist thing.
It's actually reverse osmosis. I'm pretty sure.
He's right.
Who cares?
I don't know.
Actually, osmosis. Reverse osmosis.
Hey, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Being specific, read the label.
I respect him for correcting me, because whatever, Zach. I'm just ganging up on you.
Yeah, there it is.
No, I'm just fucking with you. But
You, Zach, man, you're just a bully, bro.
I am, dude. I am.
You just gotta shit on me all the time just because I know more than you.
It's debatable, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, look it up.
all right. Fuck, marry, kill. My grandma. The queen. No, okay.
Marry the queen.
I'm serious though. Right now on the table, is there any question, no off limits, any question you've ever wanted to ask me?
What's the circumference of your asshole?
I don't know how to measure that really.
Circumference.
I don't remember that the
Pi r
format.
Squared, yeah.
Huh?
Pi
Pi
r
r
squared.
squared.
Oh,
Wait, no, circumference? That's the radius. No, the radius would be r.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just...
Okay, can we,
so then don't you just... No, you multiply the radius times 3, right? To find the circumference?
2 pi r? Is that what you're talking about?
No.
2 pi r is to find...
No one cares about this right now. Literally no one gives a fuck, bro. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, you're right.
What's your question?
Anything that I ever wanted to think to ask Ryan.
nothing's off the table.
I'm trying to think. I'm doing some deep cuts because I'm trying to think of something from like back in like 7th, 8th grade when I like knew you through Logan and Marcus. I'm like, did they ever talk shit? I'm like, did I ever really care about that? I'm like, what did McLeod actually ever think about Oskaloosa? Because we fucking hated you guys for no fucking reason.
Long story short, I didn't correlate with Oskaloosa, which I always said it was funny. It was funny about Oski and McLouth is the 5-mile radius. If someone says I'm going to town, they're going to Lawrence and McLouth. But if someone says I'm going to town, they're going to fucking Topeka and Oskaloosa. And I just always thought you guys were just ratchet fucking, Topeka meth smokers.
I know, we thought the same thing. We're like, dude, there's fucking...
But what's crazy is I think we ended up smoking more meth than you guys. I've never smoked meth in my life. I can honestly say that. But everyone around me in McLouth was smoking meth. It was crazy.
I'm sure if Lakewood Hills or Lakeside, those places, if those are technically Oskaloosa, I think they might have a run for your money.
They probably do. All of Jefferson County is just sad.
Just trash.
Yeah.
Just pure trash.
What about you, Zach? I called you Jack.
My name is Jack. Let's see.
Jack.
Besides the first question I asked, what's your feelings about me and Ethan, man?
I've always loved you guys.
Yeah.
That's so fucking shy.
I don't know what to ask. There hasn't been something yearning in my gut to ask you, but
I know, it's so specific.
What do you think about this podcast?
This is a mid-ass fucking interview. That's all I gotta say. This is really bad. There's been no structure.
More energy too.
I can, but I was really waiting for you guys to ask me honest fucking questions instead of what do you think about this and that and like some political shit.
Dude.
It's so hard to interview someone that you actually already know for like a long time because you're like, I already know this shit. I don't want to ask you like.
I thought the Texas one would start. Let's restart. Let's restart. I really am about that.
So you and Kenny Beats have known each other for fucking ever. So like, how long have you been making shit together? Like,
how long have we been making shit together? Okay, so I went to JDC, and then I really wanted to make a fucking mixtape. Just to say I had a mixtape, and I thought it was funny that I went to jail and I made a diss song about your ex-girlfriend on OG Squidward Tentacles, because she snitched me out over some weed, point blank period. But long story short, I'm sorry, Zach.
You gotta apologize to me.
You're right.
I'm not affiliated.
But with that being said, fucking
drop her name.
McManus. But with that being said, I would have to be sophomore year. But it was. I always got to thank Kenyon too, because I was always like, oh, come on, Logan, like you're making music, let's make some music together, bro. Never got the mic passed to me. It was always just like whatever. But like Kenyon was the one I heard he was making fucking music, and I was actually in class in JDC, and Philip, a fool, Tuca, he was bumping Kenyon shit, and I was listening to it. It was Modern Day Philosopher, I think that was the song. And with that being said, I was like, oh, I didn't know he made music. And then I hit him up, and I was like, let's make some music together. And he's like, all right, bet. And then we couldn't hang out legally, like hanging out, because we're known offenders, being in JDC. So like anytime he'd come over, I'd have to like sneak him in, and it would just be like. And the first song I recorded was All Day. It was a freestyle, and we recorded it off of fucking iPhone headphone mic, and it was about a fucking curfew. It was like I'd be chilling at my house all day, but I'd be chilling, and then it says the N-word, but he says the N-word for me. And I thought that was super innovative, and it was funny. So with like that being said, and it was funny too, because I ended up like listening to that during quarantine, and I was like, how fucking funny is this? I'd be chilling in my house.
Where are they living?
They're on under Andre Mage on fucking SoundCloud. That's where all the original Richard EP, Thug Rubbin's Kitchen. Actually, Thug Rubbin's Kitchen is deleted, and I'll never get that back.
Right now.
But
I gotta check
Draco Malfoy EP, all that jazz, like Steve's the Scuba Steve. I have like 4 fucking albums with this guy. Like, dude, this just fucking having fun.
Andre Space Mage or underscore?
Andre Space Mage.
But some fucking random, just like the craziest off the wall, just random lyrics that rhyme.
Oh, dude, it was horrible. I would sit there and I'd feel bad for Kenyon looking back, because he was like sitting there and he's like really trying to take this seriously. I was like, no, I've come and ruined the song. He writes the hardest fucking 16, what makes the song even palatable, and then I come in and just say the goofiest shit. I'll have like 1 or 2 bars written, and then I'll just get like, I'll be like, fuck it, I'm going to freestyle the rest of this. And everything was like 1 or 2 bars written after that freestyle. Boom. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. It's a song.
I know, there's so many things that, like, it just ends with you guys just cracking the fuck up.
Yeah, we're just, like, saying weird shit. I said one shit, I still think it's the fucking gayest thing ever. But I say fucking... I'm Carter Long's in the room. I'm drunk as fuck off of a 4 Loko, and I'm freestyling, and I'm like, Carter Long give you long dick or something like that, and I'm like, I think it's the most sus fucking bar ever, but it's still in that fucking song, and I'm just like, oh, fuck it. Like, that was just how much we didn't care. We're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
There was literally a song called Do Y'all Want Some Chicken, because we were rapping on a song, and my mom comes in and interrupts and be like, do y'all want some chicken?
Let's go.
That's so
like,
sick.
fuck it, keep it on there. But yeah, we were just having fun, man. Just and that's where I fell in love with making music, was with him, because I can sit there and correlate each song and be like, I remember when we did this song, we had a super fun time doing this. Like, each song has almost like a day and a story and a good time behind it, and I could remember those feelings. Yeah.
That's so sick.
Yeah, that's a good nostalgic feeling to it, man.
Yeah, it was cool. Especially the Draco Malfoy. Not the Draco Malfoy, but it's funny how this is all coming together. So the first time I actually ever met Steven, which I love Steven to death, but we were at Alex Moriarty's house at the Reserves, and we were playing the Richard EP, and he told it, and we were listening to it, and he didn't know I was here, and he was like, man, can someone cut this shit off? And then I'm just sitting there in the corner, I'm like, yeah, I got you. Yeah, dude, that shit cracked me up. I love it.
That's so hard.
But with that being said, fucking when I made Draco Malfoy EP was the last, besides the new and improved GeezMage Forever tape. But right before joining Feng Shui, I took the Draco Malfoy EP on my birthday. I think it was my 18th birthday, and I was just like passing it out. And that was when Jay was living at Hippo House, and I just went over to Jay, and then fucking I'm passing out my CD, and yeah, and then Emilio kicked me out. Yeah, that was fun. Really? He didn't really kick me out. There was one time there was like a bunch of people there, and I completely get out. I was just there to say hi to Jay, and then he was just like, "Hey, man, you gotta go." I was like, "I got you."
Just too many fucking people.
There's too many cooks. I think I was something like that. Yeah, there's just too many cooks. I get it. It was before we were Feng Shui or anything like that. I didn't take it personally, or I wouldn't be here today.
right, exactly.
Yeah. But you know so I gave this Draco Malfoy to Jay. Jay's like, hey man, these motherfuckers are wavy. Gave it to Steven. Snowball effect. I joined Feng Shui from the Draco Malfoy EP.
That's so sick.
Appreciate you.
That's so crazy.
Dope, yeah.
And then, like, when did you and Steven start making shit? Like, just immediately after that? Or was there, like, a little getting used to Freestyle Friday bullshit?
I never did any of those Freestyle Fridays.
Really?
I never showed up to any single one of those. It literally just they were recording music. Everybody just joined up. We just had a random fucking meeting one day, and we're just like, all right, we're here and we're Feng Shui. It just felt like almost like a labeled band at one point, because I love these guys to death, but I didn't chill with them in high school. I didn't fucking like I'm just starting to get to know these. Like, I was friends with Fisher, not Steven. Like,
yeah.
Okay, let's get them feel. So, we all gotten together, and then he's like, long story short, plugged in, first song I made. Then right after that, it was No Clout, and then I had the connection with Beauchamp. We dropped all that stuff, and it was fine and dandy. But I felt like it was a double-edged sword and a curse, because we set that standard.
Okay.
And then we were so scared to drop music after that, because we were afraid that we were going to go below that standard, and then it was just going to, you caught fire, and then it was like, you guys couldn't do it again. We were so scared, so it kind of... Me and Steven wrote a whole fucking tape, The Pathway House. Threw it away.
Really?
Threw it away. Well, there's a whole tape with me and Steven. Ascension was the only song that survived that fucking tape.
Does Steven have all those?
Maybe.
Somewhere?
Maybe.
Probably.
Yeah, I guarantee it.
That's
fucking
crazy.
But yeah, we made a whole tape together and threw it away, because we just didn't. We were just so fucking anxietied about being a perfectionist. Just fucking, we got that, and then, we were dropping shit between, but really, people are goldfish, dog. Just keep making art and content, and just keep doing that, and you're gonna be good. And that's where I wish I could tell my past self now. Just like, just drop something, dog. You're fine.
Right. Yeah. Through the ups and downs, you'll at least constantly be going upward a little bit.
Yeah, more people are going to be like, did you hear Ryan's song, or he's making music? It's only up from here. You're not going to go down. It's not like you're fucking on top. But, that's how I felt. I felt on top of the world. I made music with Kenyon, and it was a joke, and me joining Feng Shui and having No Clout, I had a person come up to me and like, I like your song. I want you to keep making music.
Right.
Like, it was the gratification that I've always wanted, was somebody being like, I like your song, I listen to GeezGuala, you're so dope, da-da-da. I would watch LYs get that all the time, and I would be like, oh, that's awesome, and, da-da-da. And it's not like I'm sitting there envious, but at the end of the day, like, fucking, I was envious into the fact that, like, you're fucking doing that. I wanted to get on the mic, I didn't get to touch the mic. now I get this, and now I'm starting to get. It just comes full circle.
It's more like aspirational than it is like envious. You're like
aspirational is exactly what.
Because you never like were like. You were never salty about it.
No.
You saw it and you're like, that's pretty tight. I bet if I keep doing this, I could get there.
Exactly. And I mean, I mean, you could go back to old. I mean, I took them down now, but I mean, on my time hop, there would be me. I'm always reposting his music and shit like that. Like that was just like I was a fan just right there. But like with that, yeah, it was aspirations. Aspirations.
What's your process after you drop a project? Like after you just drop this project, do you sit there and look at every DM that you get about the project, or do you more so just kind of drop it, relax for a bit?
Well, the thing about I'm gonna back it up is this it's a party. I was appalled by how much fucking time and effort I put into it and how bad that album flopped on me. The correlation from fucking, that shit wasn't easy. Emilio was there with me in the studio every fucking day, and how much time, and I would take up my whole fucking day to record something or to fucking do anything, and and then okay, so I have all these songs. I wasn't satisfied. I wanted to blend them all together and make them coherent to one fucking track. Putting the ending to Trendy Pete for it to blend into fucking Canadian whiskey, for it to fucking blend into fucking narcissism, for it to fucking blend into this and that. And then on top of that, if you notice, it goes happy, dark, sad, optimistic. So there's like a feeling change with it. It's not just a bunch of random fucking cut up like that. There's like feeling changes behind it, and you can hear it within the instrumental. So there was like a lot of fucking like subliminals and Easter eggs that I really tried to do what nobody else is doing around here.
Some
and it
real
just got
fucking concept.
Yeah, and it got slept on. It's a party. That I have all these people featuring. It's a party. There's a theme behind it. I have, the ending of it sounds like the ending of a party. There's the album cover, everything. It was themed. Nobody was doing this shit. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And and that's what bothered me the most. So back then when I dropped It's a Party, yeah, I was hyper fixated. What do people really think of this? Nobody's oh, whatever. And then I just started I kind of took things too seriously, and that's when I looked at Kenyon and I said, Kenyon, I want to have fun again. I didn't have fun because I dropped It's a Party and I made it for like a self-gratification goal instead of making real art. I wanted to impress people and like, all this art piece is dope and everyone's going to be so fucking. I was thinking of what everybody else was thinking except for my own. And it just bothered me, so I hit up Kenny and I was like, bro, I want to make music with my friend again. And we made GeezMH Forever, and then that's when I just fucking threw it out there, and I didn't give a fuck what anybody said, and it felt great.
Right.
It felt great.
Why do you think, it flopped? Do you think it's just a full length isn't popular anymore?
I don't think so.
No one cares about a full length?
And what's weird, too, is I hit it right. It was January 30th. The world didn't stop yet. Mm-hmm. It was still right before pre-COVID. And then even COVID, yeah, It's a Party had a little bit of face value that missed just because a pandemic hit. But, what were you doing in your house, really? You were listening to music.
Watching the news.
The Change Up music video, I felt like first day I hit like 1,200. It kind of flatlined hard after that. But I really think like me dropping the Change Up music video and my first day numbers really correlated with people in quarantine. Yeah, and I think I striked when the iron was hot because I was like, bro, I hit 1,000 fucking views in like a day, bro. It was crazy.
So like if you would have dropped It's a Party 3 months later, do you think it would have just went way harder?
Maybe.
Damn.
I did it. Of course, that's hindsight. You know the world was going to end, and I did it right after I think it was right after the Chiefs won the fucking Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
So it was like an all-time high. Everyone's super happy to be online. It's not. If we lost the Super Bowl, I know I probably would have waited because I know me. I don't even want to look at the internet for a little bit, especially memes making fun of the Chiefs or something like that. I mean, that's how I felt about the last Super Bowl.
Yeah,
I couldn't get on the fucking internet for a little bit. I was just like, bro, I just don't even want to. I'll just deal with the punches later. Right now, it's just too raw.
So do you still feel like That Life is a Party album is still underrated? I mean, do you feel like people are going to loop back to it kind of thing? As you grow more popular, people tend to hop on your older tracks and be like, oh man, look at this, look at what he did. Do you feel that now, or do you still have that kind of, that irk about it?
I'm growing as an artist, but at the same time I do have that irk about it, but I can say this, that's like my building block of music. So that's like my first project, and I can always sit there and be like, I rap, here it is. This is it. Like, I'm proud of that one, and fucking I can sit there and I am upset how bad it was slept on. I'm not asking it to be your favorite song, but at the same time, I didn't get the recognition or the subliminals that I was looking for, and that's what you shouldn't look for in like making music, especially locally. Is just make music to have fun. You're being almost a pretentious asshole at that point. What are my fans gonna think?
Right.
Like, bro, just chill, because really my fans and the people who like the GeezGuala tape are all just my friends. I don't have any fans like that. These are my homies. And so, like, that's where I just kind of backed up, and I was like, bro, my head was so big it was about to explode at some points. Like, yeah. So I just got to back it up and say that. That's where I was just like...
Had to get a little humbled.
Yeah, I did. It humbled me to a fact, too, because, like, I was getting a little bit, I'm going down to Texas, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, fucking da-da-da. But then, when that happened and flopped, it did humble me. I was like, and then I just went back to Dizzy Wright's fucking, catchphrase, nobody cares, work harder. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going. Nobody cares, work harder.
And I feel like with the come up, it's so easy to get big, because you have you kind of have a bubble of shit that you've had for a couple months, and you're like actually like worked hella hard on, and there's like songs and shit like that are like actually that all your friends know all the lyrics, so like the first couple concerts are actually hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And then it's like once you get the new shit, it's like, okay, we like listened to it, but we didn't listen to it a billion times at a fucking party over and over again.
Exactly.
So like once it's hard to like, unless, especially with no parties happening.
Yeah.
I bet if there was actual parties, It's a Party would have been played a lot more.
That's what I was thinking too. And there was a lot of face value, and like, you listen to music with your friends, really. You know what I'm saying? Or you listen to music by yourself, but like, I don't know. Yeah, there's just more room for you listening to music when you're socially doing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely fair to say. So, what would you describe as making it for you?
Making it? Well, I've always gone by this guideline, and that's where I lost it, but like I said, I found myself again on it. Was before I got big into like Guap Mizzle and stuff, I got big into Black Apache, and I'm still big into Black Apache. And by the way, Black Apache is going to be featured on the Richard 2, which I'll talk about later. But Black Apache, he has songs that have like 36 likes and stuff like that. And I'm listening to his songs, and I love his music. And I always think to myself, I was like, this dude lives in Vallejo, California, and I live in Lawrence, Kansas, and he doesn't know I exist, but I would be genuinely upset if this man stopped making music. He made my favorite song, and I looked at his numbers, and I'm like, it doesn't matter about the numbers at this point. This means the world to me.
Right.
I could have 2 likes on a song, and one of those likes is someone's favorite fucking song.
Yeah.
And that's how I kind of looked at it. Was like, I just want to fucking make somebody saying, hey, bro, I really like that song, or anything like that, or I fucking, I felt that, or da-da-da. That's where I really fucking, that's where it really matters. I really don't like it when people call me GeezGuala. I get bashful. They're like, are you GeezGuala? Like, yeah, I guess I'm GeezGuala, but I'm Ryan, bro. What's up? Like, oh, you like my music? That means a lot. That's why I do it. I mean, seeing, just like Guap, when he saw me come all the way fucking down to fucking Texas to go see him, you could genuinely see in his eyes that he was like, wow, like, this is why I do it. Somebody literally fucking saved up their fucking money. And planned a whole fucking weekend just to come see me. Like, that's that. You're a superstar in that end off the rip. So that's what really making it or anything like that. But like, if I want to say make it, self-sustained, not on rap. And then I have to pay rent. I don't care. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, fuck yeah, if I could fucking sell a fucking repost on SoundCloud for $100 and get fucking 10 people to do it and pay my fucking rent and some extra, like, fucking say less. Right. Like, okay, cool. Like, because at that point, your name's a fucking a commodity, a product. At that point,
you brand yourself.
Yeah, you can throw yourself on anything.
So speaking of brand yourself, do you have a TikTok?
No, I don't. But my music's on TikTok. Yeah,
how
so
does that work? I don't know.
Distro, so like you can sync, like you could do a little TikTok dance to like one of my songs or something. Okay.
That's kind of sick.
Trying to get Zach. I told him like $7 a TikTok.
So you could do a little TikTok to my little dance to my TikTok.
Yeah.
But
we'll come up with something.
I've had a couple people do a TikTok stream of my song before, but it was weird.
Any plans of kind of putting yourself as a, social figure kind of thing like that as far as TikTok goes or even social media goes?
I'm disgusted I've made fun of TikTok so much, but I'm disgusted of how much it fucking dictates what's listened to on the radio.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's insane.
I remember I was sitting in fucking
Island Boys.
I was sitting in fucking that song hasn't even been recorded yet and the motherfuckers are touring.
It's not even a real song. That's the motherfuckers got a record deal.
But that's the thing you got to back it up and say that's not longevity whatsoever. I love the new Dave show, like the Somebody Suck Me. Oh, you're the Somebody Suck Me guy. It's like, no, I'm Lil Dicky. It's like, no, you're the Somebody Suck Me guy. It's like, dude, you could be the island boy until you're the island boy. You're not gonna cross over. You're not gonna work with Drake. You're not gonna maybe, and if he does, then I'll shut the fuck up and we can eat my words right now. But at the same time, it's just a W for Drake at that point.
Well, yeah, if anything, Drake would just be using them to propel his shit, not vice versa.
Exactly. So, but I made fun of TikTok. I was sitting in fucking class, and there was this kid who fucking wore a fedora and all that fucking jazz, and theater kid, and he did TikTok, he did the cosplay and all that, and I was like, this is fucking creepy and weird, and all that shit. I'm like, are you even talking? Like, they would talk over the voice and do all this crazy shit, and that was because I didn't understand the concept of it.
I don't have a TikTok, so I've never tried to make fun or anything. I don't know.
It was like, oh, that's all I saw from him. But then I would see like, oh, there's some funny TikToks. Oh, this shit's just Vine.
It's just Vine.
Fucking with another name behind it. And then I started seeing, oh, this shit's funny. There's funny TikToks, and then there's the cosplay. But when I first saw it was the cosplay. I dress up.
Musically
fucking
is what it was called at that time.
Really?
I think like music.ly or whatever.
I don't know what's on your guys' feed. All I see is big booty bitches.
But with that being said, fucking
that's your algorithm, brother.
Yeah, that's a For You page. But
it sure is, my guy.
But
mine's just all skateboards.
Yeah, fucking TikTok. I've been astonished of how much it's taken off, and it's only going to go up from here. I remember sitting in the McLeod parking lot when I was it was about 2012, and Open Gangnam Style was on the radio. And I said, wow, this is groundbreaking, because this is a song that I heard from the internet first, and then goes to the radio.
Yeah.
And it was already big itself, and then they didn't need the radio at that point. And it was like a meme. It was like a fucking meme. And I was like, bro, a meme is on the fucking radio right now. And I remember that was a pivotal point. Yeah. And it still is. Because TikTok songs crack me up too, because you'll have a good 15 seconds of the skit part of the song, and then the rest of the songs are usually mid as fuck, dude. Like the worst. The worst song ever is that one that goes bow 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 wow wow. That dude, the actual song, I listen to it is just like off fucking beat, best Great Value brand of fucking Lil Jon Get Crunked back in the day. Like, oh, get crunked, motherfucker, get crunked. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
But honestly, that's all that matters, and those 15 seconds rack up as views, which racks up as hella money for these people, which is so crazy.
Which I wonder what that would count for, like, my distro. If somebody made a TikTok of my song, would I count as your song was played millions of times? Because technically it was. The video was played technically millions of times.
Yeah,
TikTok algorithm's crazy. My boss Will told me to hop on the YouTube algorithm, the YouTube Shorts. He was like reading all about it. He's like, bro, you need to hop on that because they're saying people's algorithms all fucked up and it's just like TikToks and it's so fresh. And right now they're just trying to find core like. You know, they did that
major creators.
Yeah, core major creators right now.
You could be the rap dude.
Exactly, but I'm not going to be the rap dude. I can't stand a fucking video back in the day where their mouth's right here and their spit guard, and they're like, Eminem should sign me. Cinnamon, killing them, all finning them, all men are friends. Hobson, watch out. No, I'm slaying.
Hobson, watch out.
But yeah, with that being said, fucking, that's the most cringiest thing back in the day. It was the Eminem should sign him. That's the caption. Dude, white boy raps.
Another white boy rapping really quickly. But honestly, I love Mac Lethal. Casey.
Oh, whatever.
Dude, Casey, he used to have a radio show on 96.5. It was from 9 to 11. On like Sunday nights.
Never forget.
He had like an underground rap thing. Shout out Mac Lethal.
Shout out Mac Lethal. He really, I really like that Chiefs song he made.
I don't even know that.
He made a Chiefs song that got me all hyped for the Super Bowl. It was fun.
So you handed out a mixtape in high school. What mixtape was that?
The Richard EP.
The Richard EP?
I think it was the second conversation I ever had with Emilio, too. I gave him my CD. I was like, you want my CD? He was like, yeah. And that was it.
I was like, do I smell like weed?
Oh, yeah. Now, if it was the same conversation, then it was just one of the few conversations we had. He came up, he was like, do I smell like weed? And I was like, well, if I stand up on you like this, then yeah, I smell like weed, but you're good.
How many discs do you think you handed out that day?
Actually, I had a whole tray, and what pissed me off is honestly, yeah, it was a joke, and I should have got it as a joke, but, a lot of these freshman kids and stuff, they all grabbed a CD, and you're like, oh, CD, but, at the same time, were those people really going to listen to that CD? No, they weren't. They just wanted to grab a CD just to say they had the CD.
Right.
And then I left out, Marty Carr, and I left out, I think I left you out, bro. There was a lot of people who, honestly wanted the fucking CD, and I didn't get them the CD, and I felt fucked up. I was like, man, I just gave out... Because it's hard to say no, can I get a CD? Oh, no.
Did you ask for donations?
No, I didn't. I just straight up had fucking...
There was a Facebook post. He's like, I got 30 CDs or 35 CDs or whatever it was.
I'm walking in, first hour, catch me.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be... It was a pretty fun morning, but yeah, I felt bad of how I kind of passed him out. I kind of really was just free game! And then everybody came through.
More discs after that?
I tried. I did, but then, really, it came down to, I think just a lot of shit happened, but really, I would go out to McLeod, and I would have, a couple on me, and I'd give one to Marcus or, Jared Fair or something like that, and I'd, it was really just kind of I'd try to target certain people and be like, I got you on the CD.
Right.
Not more I'm printing out a next wave, which I should have done, but whatever.
Did you stand out? So it was only there in high school. Did you stand out at a Walmart and sit there and be like, yeah, you want to listen to my mixtape kind of thing? No. It was straight. It was straight in the gymnasium. CD's gone. All right, see you guys. Bro, one time I was walking on Las Vegas Strip, right? I'm sitting there walking down. Somebody asked me, hey, man, I got a mixtape. It's for free. I take the mixtape. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Thanks, bro. So all I'm asking for is a donation. All right, man, here's $5, bro. I get back to my rental at that point. I put it in, bro. It's straight, just the whole Drake album. Sick. I swear to God, front to back, just the Drake album. Are you kidding me?
They got a cheap Drake album for $5. That's funny.
Yeah, you should have ripped that on your laptop.
Sitting there, you're like, someone should sign him.
This shit goes, actually. It sounds familiar.
Dude, what's going on? Rip it on your laptop and see if it still had, all the information,
I had Apple Music by that point, bro. This shit was, last year.
Oh, damn. I went when I was, to Vegas with my biological dad when I was 15 or 16.
I did too. It sucks. Shitty time to go to Vegas at 15, 16.
Dude, it's so boring.
No, dude, they were handing out the fucking the cards.
Oh, see, the cards are cool.
Woo! Wait, you even call the bitch?
They cleaned it up. They cleaned it up so much more now. They might hand out those cards, but you don't see that shit just scattered throughout the Strip anymore.
No, I bet they don't. They did
so much,
which is weird because I thought I thought Reno was the only place where prostitution was legal.
No, it's the whole state.
It's the whole state of Nevada.
Yeah.
Definitely
nice.
Is. Just kidding. I've never ordered a prostitute. Have you guys ever ordered a prostitute?
No, not on camera. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm like, how much is it though?
How much?
Let's do some research. We're not. Let's see how hard it actually is to get a prostitute.
Would you guys order a prostitute?
What do you mean order a prostitute?
Like dark web?
I'm talking about am I going to get some chicken head on the block, or am I going to get a fucking escort?
No, I mean like call up the number 696969699. Yo, let me get Teresa.
A pepperoni pizza with extra cheese.
No, that's kids, bro. We don't talk about that
shit. A pizza for an hour. All right, we're cutting that off.
We already went over this, bro. We don't fuck with the cheese pizza. No pizza over here, my guy.
Yeah, dude.
Straight lasagna.
All right, we're done.
Jesus
Christ. Yeah, I've been to Vegas. I went to Vegas with my aunt, and my mom, and my aunt was it's technically my cousin, but she's like an aunt figure. But she's an amputee, and I think it was even before fucking Colorado was legal, and she had a fucking medical card, and fucking she was like, what kind of weed you want? I know you smoke weed. I was like, fuck, just give me whatever. And she fucking came back with like a half ounce of fucking just each gram nug, just different fucking one, like a rainbow bag. I was like, oh my god, I'm living in hog heaven.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And what's crazy about that, she was telling me all this stuff, and of course I'm a little kid, but my mom and her were both like, the housing market out here is cheap. And it is cheap.
In Vegas?
Yeah, utilities are going to be kind of out the ass, but I mean, when you live in Vegas, you work for Vegas.
I mean, there's only like 200.
That's it.
I think it's like 200,000 people that actually live in Vegas, but there's like 5 million people that are constantly there for just the tourism.
Yeah,
there's a lot of ghettos in Vegas, so if you live near the Strip, you're kind of living in the hood, bro. Honestly, that's how it is. I got tons of family out there. Yeah,
damn.
Yeah, I got family out there too.
Yeah, it's no good. I remember one time I was visiting my dad, and he was on.
I was a suburban dude though.
He was on this job, so he was out of town for a while. I was just staying in his apartment. Legit, while I was out there, somebody got shot in the head at the building next to me. So they were like on strict lockdown. Everyone coming in and out of the complex. I had to get ID'd so many times, just walking to the gas station kind of shit.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So this Richard album,
EP.
Yeah. What about it, man? What is the deal?
Oh, the Richard 2?
Yeah. The Richard 2, my bad.
Oh my god, Zach.
The Richard 2, man. So, of course, I kind of jumped the gun. I was talking to Kenyon about this, but I wanted to call the Richard... I really should have done the Richard 2, then GeezMage Forever. Because GeezMage Forever feels like an ending piece, almost. I don't know. It feels like an ending piece. But the Richard 2, we're dropping the Richard 2, but... The thing about the Richard 2 is everything on the same idea of GeezMage Forever, but a little bit different. So the GeezMage Forever, us having Yoder on there and Paul on there, we went out of our ways to get those people who you probably didn't even know who made fucking music, but we made music with them back in the fucking day because... they fucked with us, and so we kept the original core people. Zach Yoder's been on multiple fucking albums with us. I think he was on. I know he was on the fucking Draco Malfoy EP. He was on Nostalgia 2. He's been a day one, so we put him on there. Same with Paul. So we got the day ones in there, and then we got Token, and then we got Doc T, and all those people. People that we listened to growing up or fucking, coming up and making music who we looked up to. So we made music with the people who inspired us. Mm-hmm. So that was a big thing. Having Doc T, Mavo, Token, all that shit was big. And then, so this Richard 2 is the same thing. We're not going to have the day ones on there, but we're going to get, and it's the same concept for the after party is... Anybody that we've ever wanted to make a song with, me and him sitting down, anytime we've ever wanted to make a song together, or we were like, oh man, well, I've always wanted to make a song with Doc T, or I wanted to, we're listening to him. I want to make a song with Guap Mizzle. We're going to get them on that tape.
So, how do you get in touch with these people? I know, they're not, super big, but, they're still, doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
You just, do they have publicists? Do you just hit them up on Twitter? Like, how does that work?
I hit them up on Instagram, and I really don't expect, it just depends on the artist. Like, a lot of artists, like, they'll be like, all right, I can send you guys an open. So they have a beat, and they already made something, and then you can hop on it. And that's what I got for, like, Self-Hate. That was an open. You know how Token started the song off, had his thing, and then I come in?
Okay.
It's like an open. I have the beat and all that. So some artists will be like, do you have a beat? Am I starting the song? Are you sending me an open? How is it doing? Like, starting up a song. So, like, I'll message them, and I, of course, if I really fuck with them or really, like, I don't talk to anybody not money ready. I'm not going to be like, oh, how much? And then he'd be like, $100. He'd be like, oh, I got you next week when I get paid.
Right.
Like, it just doesn't look good. So I don't talk to anybody without being money ready. And then I'm just like, all right, I'm money ready. I give them almost like a compliment sandwich. I'm just like, I fuck with your music really heavy. Yeah. How much would it be to do a song with you? And then I would like to make music with you, later after this if you fuck with it.
Right.
And then that's where it comes down to, like, Token, the Self-Hate song really took off. He's given me really good deals on features after that because I actually made a decent song instead of just being some kid who sucks. Right. So, like...
Do you get hit up for people, like, to be like, hey, can I hop on this EP, this album? Can I hop on a song with you? How often does that happen?
Not that often, but I've had a couple people, but it's just, like... I had this one dude who messaged on the Feng Shui group, and he was like, there's just multiple times where it's just like, okay, it costs me money to go to a studio. Mm-hmm. It costs me money to drive to Kansas City to go to Ollie's. It costs me money. Time is money. I'm sitting there writing a fucking song. Right. And I mean, even with Martin, Martin one time, I love Martin to death, but he's like, Martin X was like, oh, I'm selling a feature for $15. I said, why? I said, $15. I said, look, you think about this. How much do you get paid an hour? How long does it take you to make a song? 2 hours? Do that. $15 fucking an hour? Oh, it takes you 2 hours to do that? Then you fucking pay me $30.
Yeah.
Just do it like that. Don't waste your fucking time doing that. Now, you know, he has a fucking studio in his house what makes it way more accessible and it can get it done. But that's just always comes down to it. But a lot of times whenever, oh, I really want to work with you. Well, I need some money, dude. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to lose money to make a song with you, and then that's where the conversation will die every time. So it's just like, whatever.
No freebies.
Yeah, and it's not like, I'll make music with my friends all day, but if I don't know you, like, yeah, bro, I need some fucking money to go pay the fucking engineer.
Exactly. You don't have just a mic in your fucking house to record that shit.
And that's what I try to get. And then this one dude was like, I was like, we're in album mode right now, and I'm first of all, my head's been so wrapped around the show, and he's just like, just hit me up whenever you're out of album mode. Like, no, I'm not gonna hit you up to go, hey, you want to make some free music later? Like, bro, no, I'm not gonna go back out of my way to reach out to you. Like, that's it.
Nah, fuck all that.
But no, I don't really get hit up too much about fucking features. I'm usually the person to get hit up features. The day one of the Texas artists hit me up to be on their album is a good day. That's all I gotta say. That mean a lot. It means like I was actually making a wave instead of just kind of like culture vulturing or clout writing.
I feel you make original shit.
I do make original shit, but at
the same time, if you make your own shit, you know?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, you're right. I just feel like there's a couple of times where you could interpret it. There's two different ways of going into making a song with somebody who has a good fan base. You either really fuck with him genuinely like I do, or you're just like, oh, well, if I make a song with him, then his fans will hear me, and then maybe I'll trickle down over to da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the same point, it's like you kind of have to use who you know to grow a little bit, you know? Mm-hmm. You can't just... You're not going to find... success from nothing, you know? I guess that's not necessarily untrue also, though.
It was cool, but like, long story short, I'll hit them up and I'll be like, hey man, and especially like face value at Guapmania is fucking A1. Mm-hmm. Just like, hey man, remember me? I'm the one who drove all the way down to give a fuck about you. Right. Like, you want to make a song together? And they'll be like, yeah.
Well, shit, so you said you got the show on January 8th?
Yes, show on January 8th, venue 1235. Tickets are $10, $15 at door. Saturday, January 8th, Be there. I'm telling you. Feng Shui's Farmers Market. We got the best fucking people that you can ask for in the fucking state of Kansas. Touch butts.
Fuck yeah.
Let's do it.